What is going on, everybody? Today we are taking a look at the latest Tesla software update 2020.12.5. Of course, the big thing here is improvements to Sentry mode. Now we can actually view the clips in the car, but there are some other aesthetic changes too. They ended up changing the logo because the owners of the other logo, I guess, weren't happy with them using it. So now they're using this logo, which is from the game Portal, so hopefully they're okay with it. The superchargers on maps will also tell you now how many stalls are out of order. So that's a really good thing to know before you go. I've also heard supposedly Autopilot is supposed to be better on this version, so we'll check that out as well. Let's get started first with the release notes really quick. All right, so as always, I will put these up here for you. If you'd like to read them, go ahead and pause the video. But we have the dash cam viewer, so now you can check out your Sentry clips, your driving clips, all that stuff from the car, and delete it. If you see that you don't need those clips, you just delete them and they won't take up your space on your flash drive or whatever you have. And then out of order supercharger stalls. That's it. Those are the release notes for this one. Only two things, but it's still a pretty big release. So we can start with Sentry mode. You can see up here, there's a new icon in the top. I will try to find a picture of the old icon to show you. And this is on currently. If you click that, now that's off. So Sentry mode is not on. I don't normally keep it on at my house. Now, if you want to view the clips, this button here used to just record the last 10 minutes or save the last 10 minutes. It's always recording. And now you get a menu here. So if you click this, you can save the last 10 minutes like it always did, or you can launch the viewer. It pops this up. Just takes a second to load, and there you go. These are clips. This is like just a few minutes ago when I was playing around with Sentry mode, trying to get some of the footage that I had earlier in the video. So you can see here, these are all my cameras recording. There's the mirrors going in and out. So if we skip ahead in time, it works really well. I mean, it looks good. It's fast switching between these different clips, and using this to scrub is like, it loads really fast. It brought me all the way to the beginning. So it's just kind of surprising how smooth and fluid it is. I mean, everything in these cars is really good, but you know, I kind of thought when we got to the video clip stuff, I'm trying to have Sentry mode activate. I thought when we got to this video clip stuff, maybe it'd be a little laggy. Now this also brings, hopefully they're thinking about bringing this into the car so that when you're driving, let's say you turn on a turn signal or something, this view will pop up. And we don't have that now. You can't view these while you're actually driving, but it shows that it's possible to have this video feed in the car. So it'd be cool if, you know, you hit the left turn signal and then blam, the left camera pops up. You can see what's, you know, in your spot over there. All right, so I realized I didn't show a couple things. If you want to delete the clips, there's a garbage can in the bottom right. Are you sure you want to permanently delete this footage? Delete, and it's gone. No warning message after that. This is the menu. So if you're looking at footage, in the top left, the menu's up here. And I kept accidentally Xing out when I was going to hit that. So I thought that was funny. But these are all clips are here. Sentry mode clips are here. So when you're parked and Sentry mode is on. So like Applebee's. When was I even at Applebee's? Oh my gosh, this was a while ago. Yeah, March 4th. Before everything was locked down, for sure. And so I guess they're in reverse chronological order, which is... Oh, I guess I just haven't had Sentry mode on because I haven't been going anywhere. So wow, that's pretty funny. And then dash cam. So this is when you're driving, and this is always recording, and these will kind of auto delete over time. So this is earlier today, and I actually am using some of these clips later during the autopilot because it did something weird with the turn signal and kind of spooked that guy up there. And then one more thing I noticed before, when you were going to take your USB drive out, you would hold this. And see that little flash? It would then tell you could remove it, but that's not happening anymore. So I guess you can just kind of yank it out whenever you want. And then I know people are going to ask, so this is my setup. I have a video about all of the Jetta stuff, like this little hub, which is really nice. This is my Sentry mode drive here that I got from DirtyTesla. So if you're looking for a Sentry mode drive, I'll leave a link in the description. This one is really good and will not fail you. Talking about aesthetic changes, I did also notice in this menu here, if you click here, the home and work buttons have been updated. They look a little nicer, but that's it. I looked around, I didn't see anything else like that. It's just those two buttons. All right, so looking at the Supercharger update, something weird that I'm seeing here is normally you can see right now, all of these are like a light color, all the Superchargers. Normally the light colored ones are Superchargers you can't make it to at your current state of charge. And then if you can make it there, if you have enough range, they'll be darker. And I can very obviously make it to this Supercharger. It's only 19 miles away, but it's light colored. So that's strange. I don't know if that's a bug or that's just the way they're going to do it now. But I did notice that this Supercharger does have one stall out of order. That's unfortunate because that's a brand new Supercharger. But if I navigate here, you can see no problem. As you saw, clicking navigate, no errors or anything. It just takes me to the Supercharger. I do also have another charger down here in Ann Arbor that says reduce service. Now, it said this for a few months. I have no idea why. It said this, and I've been there while this message has been up, and I've charged there. It worked fine. Other people have charged there, no problem, but this message has been here for a while. And now, it didn't used to do this. When I click navigate, it pops up this message, Supercharger temporarily closed, reduce service. Now, it still navigates me there and allows me to go to that Supercharger, but it's nice to have that little warning in case you weren't paying attention and you go to navigate there. Because if I didn't know, of course, I wouldn't want to go there. One more thing with visualizations on this part of the screen. This has been out in the 2020.12 update that some people already had. But if you're coming from 2020.8, the stop signs now actually say stop on them, which is a really good look. So those are two really welcome improvements. I actually really like the new Sentry mode icon. It looks better than the old one, in my opinion. Not that it matters that much, but being able to view the clips in your car is huge, especially when I had my hit and run. If I could have shown that to the cop right then and there, things might have turned out differently. But that never got resolved if you have seen that video. So the other thing I was asked to test by a few people was Autopilot because, I don't know, people were saying that it's better. I think it was kind of spurred by a tweet from Third Row Podcast. They tweeted something like, I can't believe how good Autopilot is, whatever, something like that. And I don't know, I don't think much is different, but I tested it out. So let's check out that footage. All right, so we're just quickly checking out some Autopilot on this latest update. I got a lot of comments and people on Twitter saying that this update has better Autopilot, or they were at least hearing that Autopilot was better. I'm going to go into this like I go into everything, really skeptical. I don't see that being the case because, I don't know, it just usually it's not that different and people just are looking for things when they get an update. It's really cool that it has the stop line there, even though it obviously can't see it. So we'll do Autopilot through this left turn, which it's done it a bunch of times. And nope, it turned off. So that's not any better. So we're gonna let the car merge on its own. I am an essential worker, if you're wondering why I'm out driving and there's all these other people driving. Michigan is shut down, but okay, so this is like about the same. Michigan is shut down, but there's a lot of essential workers here. So, okay, so I don't know, that seemed fine. Sometimes it gets a little confused getting on the highway. Lane changes, yeah, still take a while for it to do themselves. And then the other thing people were saying is it's a lot better at going around bends, but I've never had a problem with that. It always does that fine for me. So I'll look for that and I can show you. I have one in a little bit coming up. So I'll record that and we'll see how it does. All right, so we can try a lane change. Just hitting the turn signal instantly gets over. It's really good, but I wouldn't say it's new. I've had a really good time with Autopilot for the past couple months, really. It has been so rock solid. So far, nothing too different here. And of course I wasn't recording, but as we went past that last exit, for whatever reason, it's just a normal exit. I can show you the Sentry mode footage. Here, let me save that. Oh, that's new. Saving dash cam footage. Car must be in park to view. Very cool. As we were going past that exit, the car changed the speed limit to 75, as if we were going through an interchange or something, and it turned down the turn signal right as this white SUV was in my blind spot. So then you could tell he kind of reacted to that, and I hated it. I didn't like that at all. And there was nothing for me to cancel. I turned Navigate and Autopilot off just out of habit, because I didn't want the turn signal. But that doesn't automatically turn the turn signal off, so that guy probably thought I was going to run into him. So that wasn't good. I didn't like that so much. Well, I hope I didn't run over a nail or something because, yeah, pressure is dropping. We'll keep an eye on that as we go. But I slowed down a bit. Autopilot around this curve. Let's see if anything's different. I'm going to guess right now it's not different at all. So we're going pretty fast. The car slows down and takes the bend. Yeah, there's nothing new there to me. I do this every day, and this bend always works great. and the car slows down like this, I mean, that's it. So I don't know, it's working very well. Besides that, I'm not really noticing anything new with Autopilot. Again, I think when we get updates, people just get pretty excited, and when things are working well, they like it, you know, they're excited about it. But I don't think really much has changed with Autopilot in this version. And you can also check out my sponsor, the Model 3 Part Shop, and use the code DirtyTesla to get 15% off anything on their entire website. Links in the description. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this one. If you have this update, is there anything else that you noticed? Because a lot of times Tesla adds stuff and they don't tell us, like the word stop on the stop sign. They didn't say anything about that. The little warning message on the Supercharger in service, they didn't say anything about that. So I'm curious if you found anything else. I was digging around and I didn't find much else. But overall, another great update, adding amazing features for free while my car sits in my garage. I look forward to talking to you down in the comments, and you will see me in the next video.